facing a large building listening to my voice, congratulations, you're standing in the heart of Sheffield, a city that beats as a rhythm of industry, creativity and independence. Let me tell you about the city I love and some of the places that are dear to my heart. I grew up on the Bakemore Council estate, a prefabricated wonderland sandwiched between two other estates, Low Edges and Jordan, all gracing the boundary of Derbyshire. The estate had its own school and its own pub. Bang in the centre of the estate was a large playing field that everybody referred to as the Bank Field. All the houses had front and back gardens, gas heating, and an inside toilet and bathroom. All in all, a pretty wonderful place to grow up in as a neighbour. Like all estates in Sheffield, they were built to rehouse its workers from the slums and the tenements that had amassed around the steelworks of the city. The city nurtured us all. We shared the same council sanction upbringing. Our parents worked hard, and we did our best to get through each day without getting told off. The great outdoors was a world of adventure growing up in Sheffield in the 70s. Whole estates were full of feral kids roaming the streets, fields and surrounding woods. All of us trying to find our own entertainment that cost out and hopefully didn't kill us. When I think of Sheffield, the first thing that pops into my head is Castle Market. It's not like we spent all our time there, but it was such a rigmarole to get to that when we did go, trips took on epic proportions, especially for someone like me, so young with short legs. So these excursions have been permanently burned into my memory. First, you'd have to take the bus all the way from the edge of the city to Pond Street bus station. Then you're faced with a long, daunting walk up the ironically named Flat Street, up to Fitzallen Square, and then down onto the market. And that was just the start of all the rigmarole, as then you get dragged all around the shops while Mum searched for the best bargains, saving tuppence on a bag of apples or a pound of spuds. We'd finish off in the meat and fish market, which had its own unique aroma and vibrancy. The dark, cold Saturday winter evenings of the 70s could sometimes be warmed up with the purchase of the post-match local sports paper, The Green 'Un. But obviously only if your team won. And on special occasions there would be what's known as the Green 'Un Day, a unique set of circumstances that conspire to make the perfect weekend. Your team wins and the other team loses. A trip to town wasn't complete without a visit to see the most miserable fish in England, the fish tank in the hole in the road. It seemed like the fish and the water had been dragged straight out of River Dom. The brown liquid was home to a ragtag group of dour inmates, all with splitting migraines. The result of having half a Sheffield tap on the fish tank glass every day. What can I tell you about Redgates? It was truly a magical place. Once through those doors you were confronted by 3 floors of wonder, though admittedly the top floor was baby stuff, so I never bothered going up there. I would make a beeline to the right hand side where the shelves were full of air-fixed soldiers and action men. I would stand there sweating their anxious panic, pondering about the best way to spend my meagre pocket money. Half of my life was spent waiting for a bus and the other half riding one. My dad never learned to drive. "Why bother?" he would say. "It's cheaper to catch the bus." When catching the bus, you need to grab the prime seat, which of course is on the upstairs deck at the front on the driver's side. You could pretend to drive the bus while Mum had a smoke. The driver's viewfinder kept you in check. Mum had warned me that the driver could see me and would come up and tell me off if I misbehaved. When I was older, me and my mates would catch the bus into town, just for the hell of it, and because it only cost 2p. Some other highlights of my childhood existence of sanctioned peril were crippling feet pain from wearing plastic ice skate boots while clinging onto the rink barrier trying to avoid getting maimed by speeding skaters, jumping off the top splash of the Sheep Valley Baths, and trying on trousers in full view of other kids upstairs at Harrington. I feel truly blessed to have been born in Sheffield. It has shaped my whole life. The music, the creativity, the industry, the independent spirit, its politics, the absolute determination of its people not to take themselves too seriously.
onto the first level, turn right, the car's right in front of you.